What's up, mother truckers? I wonder if YouTube will flag that. I don't think so. Alrighty. It's Monday morning, and we're doing a cut test with the Kizer Towser S. I love this knife. I've been addicted to it ever since I got it a couple weeks ago. The action is just crazy damn good. The detent is so crisp, and it's smooth as crap. It just complete falls shut with those multi-row bearings in there, and I love everything about it. I really do. These thumb studs are not the ones it comes with. It comes with black thumb studs, and also it has an aftermarket Kizer titanium deep carry clip on it that you can get on their website for $15. 154 cm blade steel here, and you can see we're easily cutting paper before we get started here. I have a pretty good idea of how the knife's going to do already, but let's find out. Cutting some cardboard here. We do right around 20 feet, 25 feet maybe. It's gliding through pretty darn easily. It's not overly thick behind the edge. In fact, it's definitely on the thinner side. Blade stock is on the thinner side as well, and almost a full flat grind. And it's passing through this cardboard very nicely. I love the fact that you can get nice and choked up there, so the cardboard can't slip into the sharpening choil and get snagged because your finger's right there. Always like that for breaking down cardboard. That's a must. Let's do some utility cuts. One of this knife's specialties, as with any sheep's foot blade, they're just really good at this kind of cutting here. Got that low tip, perfect for this. It's doing real well. Not very much downward pressure even needed. It's just, it's cleanly cutting through this cardboard. Let's make some turns. How does it do on the curvature? Pretty good. Pretty nice clean cut. What's next? The glove. Let's make some sushi. Now this knife does have a little, slight belly, and the whole edge is kind of almost canted up a little bit from the handle. So I think this is actually going to help us with this kind of cutting, like food prep style chopping on a cutting board kind of cutting. That belly and the way the blade's oriented is going to help us. And wow, cut through the glove really, really nicely. Super, super clean cuts. Very, very nice. Oh yeah. Man, it's already getting hot out here. You can see I'm wearing a short sleeve shirt, and it's 6:30 in the morning. Cutting some thick-walled rubber tubing. It's going through pretty good, man. No complaints whatsoever. And some bungee material. Again, that little bit of belly is helping us out. We're able to get a little bit of a rocking motion. Very nice. Now let's try something new. Check this out. I got me some Cecil rope. Now I am really a legit sharpness tester. Or cut tester. I've seen a few YouTube guys use this stuff for cut tests, and I decided to try some out. I'm not sure exactly in what capacity I'm going to be using this. Some people do, like, they'll just cut this stuff until the knife can't cut it anymore and just count how many cuts it does. That's cool. That's good information to know, but I just don't have time for that, you know? I do these cut tests. I get to work like a half hour early so that I can do this before I clock in, and I just don't have time. So I'm not sure what we're going to do, but I'll figure it out. We're definitely going to use it somehow. And for the first time, I figured we'd just chop up some and just to kind of get a feel for it. It makes a real kind of nice crunchy sound as you're cutting it. And once I start using this more, I'll kind of get a feel for it. I'll know what a very sharp knife feels like going through it, and I'll know what slightly duller knife feels like going through it. So I'll really be able to gauge exactly how the knife is doing against it. Do a few of these cuts. Towser S has really no problem with it. So yeah, the Cecil rope will be a part of the testing from now on, in some capacity. It is quite messy. It kind of, once you cut it, all the fibers kind of just go everywhere, but that's fine. If you have any ideas, let me know in the comments of ways that I could use the Cecil rope in the cut tests. If you have an idea, I'd be glad to hear it. Let's try our edge, and we're having some difficulties cutting paper now. I think that Cecil rope is pretty hard on edges. It's a really rough, abrasive material. So, and it is 154 cm, so it's not going to have the best edge retention. I think, I'm not blaming it all on the Cecil rope, obviously. We have dulled it from all the other stuff we cut, too. So, yeah. Let's try the 2-inch strap. I think we're just going to do one cut on this, since we did do the Cecil rope as well. Not great. Not even quite halfway through. I think if we had a nice fresh edge, it might do a lot better. But the blade is, I think, too short to really be able to get all the way through, regardless, even if it was very sharp. Just not enough edge there. I'm going to try it on some regular paper, since that's what I usually use. That magazine paper is it's really tough, man. Your knife has to be super sharp for it to cleanly go through magazine paper. So on the magazine paper, it's definitely better. You got to go kind of quick and at the right angle, and you can cut paper, but it's definitely dulled. Definitely dulled quite a bit. The edge doesn't really want to bite into the paper to start the cut, which is why you kind of have to go fast. So about what I expect from 154 cm. And keep in mind, the amount of cutting we just did is probably more than you would do the entire day, at least for most people. It's definitely more cutting than I do in a normal entire day. So, keep that in mind too. We're going to strap her up and see how it cuts paper after the strapping. People always ask me what strapping compound I use, and I really don't get fancy with it. I really honestly just use the green block of compound that it came with my strap when I bought it. It's like from Amazon. If you want the link, I'll put it in the description either way to the strap that I bought. But it comes with just this green block of compound, and that's what I use. So you can see our edges much improved after a little strapping. We're back to the magazine paper even. So yeah, that's great. I know 154 cm usually straps back real nice, and that certainly is the case here today, once again. That's about it, man. that cut test did not make me not like the knife any less at all. I still love this knife, and it really didn't do that bad. It's not going to hold an edge like, these super steels that I've been spoiled with. But I'm fine with that because I love the knife. The action is just so fun, so good. The ergos are really good. I didn't notice a hot spot that whole time. It really fills out my hand better than I think any other knife this size. Something about just the way the handle is thick in all the right places. It just fills up my hand real nice. I have zero complaints. Lock bar access, fantastic. I guess my only nitpick would be the jimping is real nice and long. It goes almost the whole way of the spine, but it's not like the super grippy jimping. It gives a little bit of grip, but not a lot. So that's my only real nitpick. If that was more grippy, the knife would be absolutely perfect. Thanks for watching, dudes. I love you. Please like the video before you leave. I'll see you soon. Later.